And I'm going to talk really loud so it shows up on the video, so I apologize. Oh, my daughter is a freshman in college this year, and she has a history teacher. He'll be talking like this in the room this side, and then all of a sudden he'll say, all right, class, would I have your attention, please? And then he'll start talking again. He'll talk for a little bit. And by the way, class, this is what we're doing. I won't do that for you, but see, that's your laugh.
Mine's messed up. It only has one side.
Send me an email.
Well, yeah, you're not alone.
Yours is only one side?
No.
If anybody only has, make sure that you, okay, let me see, that is Connor.
I did hole punch the wrong side.
One side, which side do you have? Is it page?
It's
what?
page 2.
Okay, so you need page 1.
I don't think it really matters if it's hole punched on the wrong
No,
side.
it doesn't, but I would have liked it better. Okay, the first type of problem that you're going to have, you know, put your test away. You're not writing on this. Sam, your test goes in your notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody puts your test in your notebook.
No?
What are we to do with the test?
You're going to take your test at home next week. It's on your assignment calendar.
So it's our homework this week?
It's part of your homework.
And then we're doing the homework with it.
And you have homework as well. You'll see it on your calendar. Get out a piece of paper now so you can take notes. You're going to have a couple of questions that say evaluate each numeric expression. And remember what evaluate means? That just says come up with the answer. And this is what you're going to want to show me your work, Mr. Connor, who was up here.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to show it. I don't want to do that. Here's an example. Evaluate the numerical expression. And what's a numerical expression?
No.
No variables.
variables.
That's right. No variables. So this is going to be like a really hard problem for y'all to do. I just don't know if you'll be able to do that. You think that's going to be
Man.
really hard?
That looks tough.
17 and 14, 31 minus 7.
Should we write everything you write down?
If you want to write it, you may, but I'm videoing this so that you can watch it at home as well. But if you see, sorry guys, you can, okay class, say, hi mom!
Hey, Mom, what's up?
Yeah.
So you're going to have evaluate a numerical expression. Then they're going to have 2 problems where you have to evaluate an algebraic expression and algebraic expression. What's an algebraic expression?
I'll let you get it.
It has, come on Connor, tell
It
me.
has variables or letters.
It has variables. You know, the letters are what we call variables. So here's the example. They're going to say evaluate C plus 12 minus 8. Now can you do anything with that right now? Not really, you can't, because you don't know what C is. So a part of your problem, they're going to say this. They're going to tell you what value C is going to have. And here, for C, is equal to 18. Okay? And this is an example of why you might want to watch the videos, even if you don't necessarily need to, because you'll see little technique things like in the video I emphasize that what we want to do is that's a value that we have for that variable, and we want to substitute that 18 right into the problem where the C is.
Where'd
So
you get the 18?
the problem tells you for C equals 18.
Oh, okay.
When you have a problem where whenever you're evaluating an algebraic expression has the letters, they're going to give you the value that they want you to use. Minus 8. What do you do in the parentheses? You're going to add that.
First.
30 minus 8, and your answer is 22. So those are the first 4 problems that you're going to have. And then they're going to have another algebraic expression. And if you haven't copied all of this down, it's all right, because I'm doing that crazy video. Cannot believe I'm doing this. Now they're going to say, evaluate, and they're going to give you 3 variables. evaluate, and these are the values of the variables that they might give you. This is our example. X is equal to 7, Y is equal to 4, Z is equal to 3. So when you've got a problem and they want you to substitute a 7, a 4, and a 3 for the X, Y, or Z. But here's the problem that they're going to give you. An example looks like this. 21 plus Y minus 17 minus Z. They want you to evaluate this. All that means is every place they've got a Y, you put a 4. Every place they have a Z, you put a 3. So we'll go ahead and do that. 21 plus Y is 4 minus 17 minus 3. What are we going to do with that X is 7? Where's it go?
There.
It just stays there. You don't have an X. And that's what trips people up. Sometimes you think, well, if it says X and Y and Z, then I have to have an X. Well, you don't substitute for X if it's not there.
You never had it.
Yeah, if it's not there, you just don't have to use it. 21 and 4 is 25 minus 14. Your answer is 11. Okay? Now, there are 4 problems where they're asking you to write an equivalent expression and name the property that you have used. These are 2-part questions. Number 7 to 10, these are 2 parts. First, you have to have an equivalent expression. And then you have to name the property. And this is that math vocabulary, the commutative property, associative property, distributive property, identity property. This is what we're talking about. So here's an example, 17 plus 9. And they want you to write an expression that means the same thing. Your answer here is going to be
17 plus 9.
9 plus 17. And that's because of the commutative property. Commutative property. And what we have with the commutative property, that says that the order that you add numbers in doesn't matter. So there's a whole section of homework that had to deal with properties. So there's going to be 4 problems on those. Make sure you give me both parts of the answer. An equivalent expression, remember that's just something
Good
that
writing
means
it
the
all
same
out.
thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, yes.
Yes, you have to write that.
You're not
You have to
trying to
write
get the
this.
answer. You're just trying to.
Yeah. Now, this is something that several of you did correctly on your homework. Several of you did incorrectly, and they're being real particular about this. There's a big deal in math. Well, hang on a second, Connor. Big deal just in life about following the instructions. When something says, and I'll come back to you in a second, Connor, solve the open sentences for the given replacement set. I've got 2 minutes to finish this for the given replacement set.
Oh, dang. I'm live.
Fast.
4 minutes. You have an extra 2?
Did I hear somebody say math class went fast?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
I said that.
See, you're smiling. I'm looking around. Almost everybody has at least a little bit of a smile on their face. Here's an example.
Actually, I'm kind of sad. It's the easiest subject, so.
N plus 8 is 14, and in these braces here, you have a 6, an 8, and a 10. This thing right here, in those curly brackets, that's called the replacement set. And when they ask you to solve it for this, that means you have to show the work for every one of those numbers. So first you say, we're going to substitute a 6. We're going to say 6 plus 8, is that equal to 14? 6 plus 8? Yes, 14 is equal to 14. So you say true statement, or true equation. So this is going to be the only answer, right? Y'all already know that 8 plus 8 is not 14. But you have to do 8 plus 8. Is that the same as 14? No. 16 does not equal 14. So it's false. And that's because you can have equations that are true, that are stated as though they're true, but they're not. You have that in real life, particularly with regard to our faith. There are many ways to heaven. That's a statement that's made as though it's true, but it's not. You go through Jesus Christ. Okay, the next one here we have, 10. 10 plus 8, is that equal to 14? No, 18 is not equal to 14, and then that's also false. So that's what you're going to do with these open sentences. There are 4 of these. Okay, so there's 12 points for that. And that goes through problem 14. I'll do a video and do the rest of them. Connor, you had a quick question?
Yeah. Is the test homework for this weekend